Hi there everybody, this is Marty from owingsart.com. That's OWINGSART.com. Thanks for stopping by today as we take a look at these D'Artisan Shop Maestro Series paintbrushes. The folks over at the D'Artisan Shop sent these over to me to take a look at and review, and that's just what I'm going to do today. I'm going to put them to the test in watercolor, but let me talk first about the packaging. These brushes, which are made in China, ship in this really nice trifold packaging. It's got that plastic fold over, and they're magnetic fasteners. It's a very nice feel to the case, and the brushes come, sealed in plastic, and there's these tubes on the end of some of the synthetic brushes that have the finer tips. And the brushes come with 5 different types of flats, 4 different sizes of not types, but sizes of flats, 4 different sizes of filberts, 3 different sizes of rounds, a fan brush, an angled number 10, and a really nice liner. They come in 2 types of brush. This hog's hair brush right here, which is real hog's hair, and the synthetic tipped brush, which is synthetic hair on the end of here on the brush. The shaft itself, or the paintbrush handle, is made of birch, hardwood birch, and the ferrules are aluminum, anodized aluminum. So the brushes feel really light. The combination of the lightweight birch and the aluminum ferrules makes these brushes just kind of feel like a feather in your hand. So I thought I'd start out by testing both types. I'll test the hog's hair first, and hog's hair brushes are really good for oil paint, although I'm not going to test oil today, just watercolor. I'll have a sense of how these would perform since I've got some good experience oil painting. But I wanted to try this this hog's hair brush out, just loaded up with lots of paint. These are good paints. These are Senneliers, Kors, and Winsor & Newtons. But I thought I'd put a good amount of blue paint on the end of this brush and then just kind of wash it over the paper here. And then in a minute here I'll soak up some of this excess. But just wanted to get a feel for how much paint this hog's hair brush can hold. And it's quite a bit. I can just tell right now this would work great for oils. And the bristles were really good and stiff, and that's the way you want them out of the package. I mean, over time, those brushes, those hairs will loosen up and get a little softer, but you want them to maintain their stiffness, or at least start out their life pretty stiff, and these do. So that's encouraging right off the bat. An important note about these brushes is that they're shipped with a water-soluble glue on the tips to maintain the tips so they're in good shape when they get to you. So what you have to do when you get them is just lightly wash the brush in the palm of your hand with some cold water in it. The water-soluble glue will just go away. So just make sure you do that when you get these brushes if you decide to pick them up. So I've decided to use the synthetic tipped brushes to do a little more of this painting here. And I really like the way the paint goes on the end of the brush and the way they work. It's really quite nice. You can see here I've got a flat, and I'm just testing out the flat, and it works good. Now I've got a larger flat. I think this is a number 10, and I'm just going to try it here both on the flat edge, and then I'm going to use the very edge of the brush and draw a couple lines to see how that works, and see quite well. So if you're a painter who uses both sides of your brush and the ends, you know exactly what kind of value is there. As long as that stays stiff, you're good. The real test of a good brush, a good quality brush, is how it lasts over time, and that's something I can't measure right off the bat with these D'Artisan brushes. I'll have to use them for a while and then follow up with another review down the line. But my initial impressions are that they do a good job. The bristles are good and stiff, and on the hog's hair, and they're flexible enough and soft enough on the synthetics that they work real well. I should mention there's a bounciness to the synthetics too, which is really nice, and that's also a good measure of a good brush. So all in all, I'm really impressed by these D'Artisan brushes, especially for the price. Now I've paid $75 for one brush alone, and for less than that you're going to get 15 brushes in the package. and they're super lightweight, so you're not going to get a lot of hand fatigue with these. And you know, they ship in a real nice packaging. They get to you in good shape, and you know, I think they're great. I'd be willing to recommend these, at least right out of the package, and then over time we'll do a follow-up. Well, thanks for stopping by to take a look at these D'Artisan Shop Maestro Series paintbrushes today with me. Don't forget to leave a question or a comment. I always try to respond to those quickly, and if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. All right, that's it for today. So long, everybody.